What's going on? Ryan Troy back with another video for you today. And today is the day my Nikon ZR showed up. So what I'm gonna do is a quick unboxing, and believe it or not, I was actually about to return this thing, and you might want to check this out because I don't want you to go through these same things. So let's go ahead on and get into the unboxing. Okay, and here lies the problem. Now, I had to pause the video to grab my microphone with my camera that I was doing the unboxing with because I wanted you guys to hear this. And what I'm speaking about is the sensor. Like, the sensor is literally shaking inside, and I was really worried. I'm telling you, I was ready to take this back. I just want you to have a listen to this real quick, though. So at this point, you know, I was done with the unboxing because I didn't want to take anything else apart, because I was like, I'm sending this back to Nikon, right? I'm sending this back to them. And I mean, I was sad because I've been waiting for this camera for the longest. So I hit one of my friends up and I was like, hey, like, does your sensor shake when it's off? And he was like, yeah, it shakes. It's a normal thing. He said that his ZF does this as well. Now, with this camera, a lot of people are switching over, you know, to Nikon for this, and nobody's really talking about this. So I felt like this was something that was real important for me to hurry up and get out, since a lot of people are starting to get these cameras. You know, I don't want them to send it back just because they think the same thing I thought when I got this camera. So yes, it is normal for the sensor to shake when it's off. And then the next problem I was running into, because it kind of all happened before I spoke to my friend and he let me know, is when I first turned it on, it was weird in photo mode. Like, it was like doing this weird flickering thing where if I have pressed it, it kind of showed me the picture a little bit and then it wouldn't. And I was like, all right, what is really going on with this? And I flipped it to video, and when I flipped it to video, everything was good. Then I flipped it back to photo, and then photo was fine. It was perfect, as if it worked itself out. So that's just a quick unboxing. One thing, and what my next video will be about with this, is a lot of people are talking about the H.265. I know a lot of people didn't buy this camera to shoot in that Kodak, but what I want to do is I want to test H.265 between that and this bad boy right here, which is my Nikon Z6 III, right? So I'm gonna do H.265 with this camera and the ZR, which I'm actually recording this on. I'm recording this in ProRes, no log, just straight ProRes with a flat profile. Once again, I am a content creator, not really a cinematographer. Bought this camera for content creation. So ProRes, not raw, HQ flat, and I'll be testing the H.265. I'll be testing the ProRes RAW, the N RAW, and the Red RAW compared with both cameras. I understand the Z6 III cannot do Red RAW, but every other thing I will be testing it in 6K. So look forward to that video, which should be coming, if not tomorrow, then the day after. I want to compare these cameras because internally, for the most part, they are the same camera. So we want to see if Nikon tweaked this sensor a little bit, which we can already kind of see considering the sensor just moves like that. Now, if your sensor doesn't move like that, let me know immediately so I can get this out. So, you know, just because it ain't too late to take it back. So either way it go, I am Ryan Troy. Stay here for more reviews and everything when it comes to the ZR. I will be putting this to the test. I'm also going to do a photography test with this versus the Z6 III and everything like that. If you have any ideas, leave it down below in the comment section, and I'll make sure I do that while I'm in the process of testing both of these cameras out and putting them against each other. So see you next time. Peace.